Somos vuestros amados Jesús y Magda. Os bendecimos y os amamos por siempre.
Archangel Chamuel and Charity teach you how to intensify the flame of love in your heart and to prepare for the descent of the Holy Spirit into your temple. They promise to heal the many layers of the human aura of anyone who offers devotion and service to them. They say, each time you offer to God decrees to the violet flame and songs of praise and prayers of heartfelt sincerity, the angels may in turn take from your aura and your body some of the burdens that you carry. If you invite us, we will come home with you. We will help you with difficult situations you may be dealing with among the members of your family. We will help you in problem situations with your neighbors, your relatives, and in the workplace. We will address whatever is most burdensome to your heart. We will even help you to find a job or a parking place. We will do anything you ask as long as it is lawful for us to do in the sight of God. Notice that Chamuel and Charity prefaced their promise with a condition. If you invite us. They said, if you invite us, we will come home with you. Archangel Chamuel teaches that the angels are polite and reverent. He says we respect God's laws of freedom that guarantees you free will in all matters. Thus, when you call not, when you invoke not, the angels enter not, even in time of calamity or cataclysm, or personal crisis. God has set his law in motion, and you who abide in this which has been called the footstool kingdom must understand that earth is the footstool of God and of heaven. On earth, you are in control. But if you will it so, if you are willing to set your human will aside, then God in you can be in control. God in you can be in control. But then you must pray as the Savior did in purest love. Not my will, but thine be done. And when you do, beloved, the will of God takes command of your life, and angels unseen implement that will, step by step, as you cooperate with it day by day. This statement notwithstanding, many of you here have experienced the intercession of angels in your life. This has come to you because, A, you have had an ongoing relationship with God and his angels in this and past lives, even though outwardly you may not be aware of it. There's more to you than just your outer mind. Or B, from the level of the subconscious mind, your very soul is crying out to God, imploring his assistance. Moreover, the prayer of the heart that may not even be articulated in words or consciously formulated reaches the throne of grace and receives an immediate response directly from the heart of God. Even the prayer of desire, the all-consuming desire to liberate loved ones from the bondage of pain and suffering, is answered by God's angelic ministrants. In other words, they will answer from every level of your being, whatever that level is, conscious or unconscious, where you are reaching out to God for help. You may not be conscious that your soul is and has been for a long time engaged in interior prayer. Rest assured that God always answers the prayer of the heart. In addition, he answers by way of sending his ministering angels to be your guides, guardians, and friends. Because he knows you need this very personal support to get through life, God created angels to be extensions of himself in this imperfect world we live in. A very sure way to meet your guardian angel is to call to God to send his violet flame. When your aura is filled with violet light, not one but many guardian angels will come to you. I would like to show you how to call forth the violet flame and keep your aura as it looks in the lower figure in the chart. This decree is called I am the violet flame, and when you use the name of God I am, you are saying God in me is the violet flame. You're using the name of God which God gave to Moses for us. So when you say I am the violet flame in action in me now, and so forth, you are affirming where I am, there God is. I visualize his violet flame around me now. I see the purity of my chakras. I see that crystal core descending from my Christ self and I am presence. I am accepting that my I am presence is releasing the violet flame in answer to my call, and this violet flame is specifically used for purification. The violet ray is a ray of purification, and it purifies your aura. When you're among a lot of people downtown and shopping, in throngs of people anywhere, you take on in your aura a lot of substance from other people, good and bad. And so sometimes when you get home, you feel drained or tired. You call for the violet flame to transmute and restore your aura. The violet flame can erase records of karma, of past lives. It is the great gift to us of Saint Germain. Together, I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God, shining every hour. I am the violet flame, blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power, freeing everyone. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame, to light alone I bow. I am the violet flame in mighty cosmic power. I am the light of God shining every hour. I am the violet flame blazing like a sun. I am God's sacred power freeing everyone. Archangel Chamuel in charity invite you to pray to them daily to protect your physical heart, your heart chakra, and your threefold flame. They say that the heart's sensitivity to good and bad vibrations is very great. The heart registers both thought and feeling waves. They remind us to be wary of evil spirits who would snuff out the flame of God that burns on the altar of the heart. These spirits work directly against the heart, making it vulnerable to heart disease, heart ailments, and heart attacks. Chamuel teaches that your devotion to your Father, Mother God guarantees you the protection of the heart and the heart chakra. But he also gives some practical advice on how you can have a healthier heart. He advises you to nourish your heart with natural, organically grown foods, especially grains, to cut out dairy products, margarine, and to refrain from eating red meat as much as possible, if not altogether. I would like to offer with you the heart meditation on page 5, number 16. It has just the 4 lines. As a rose unfolding fair wafts her fragrance on the air, I pour forth to God devotion, one now with the cosmic ocean. I'd like to invite you to place your hands over your heart, if you can do that, and also say the mantra or read it. And visualize your 12-petaled heart chakra unfolding just like a rose. The fragrance of your heart is your devotion to God and your love for all people. You pour forth your devotion to God, and then you visualize yourself one with the whole cosmic ocean of God's consciousness. Now, in these 4 lines, you have the metaphor and the deep understanding of your soul, that your heart is a rose that is unfolding. And the fragrance of that heart simply goes out to God as devotion. So we pour forth to God devotion, and as we pour it forth, because this devotion is ours and we are giving it to God, we can move with that devotion because we are a part of it. So our own devotion and ourselves one with that devotion now allows us to be one with the cosmic ocean of God's consciousness. This is a very profound little mantra. If it has meaning for you, take it up each day. It is one of those mantras of divine love that guards us against the sharp word, something unkind, something thoughtless, something that hurts someone. When we have a momentum of the mantras of love in our heart, then we are in control, and we do not let out these things that cause burdens to people. So the love mantras are very important. Let us give this together. As a rose unfolding fair wafts her fragrance on the air, I pour forth to God devotion, one now with the cosmic ocean. As a rose unfolding fair wafts her fragrance on the air, I pour forth to God devotion, one now with the cosmic ocean. As a rose unfolding fair wafts her fragrance on the air, I pour forth to God devotion, one now with the cosmic ocean. You will find in our angel booklets and in our other published tapes of mantras and decrees and songs that some of them you like better than others. Some of them you like to give more often. There's a mantra for everyone and any number of mantras for all of us. Pick your mantra and let it be something profoundly meaningful to you, that each time you say the words, you can feel the words happening and more than the words, because somewhere inside of you there is a resonance with that particular mantra or decree. And so through it, it's like a grid of energy. Through it, your heart's devotion is magnified. God magnifies it again and sends it back to you. So devotion, in whatever way is your way, is the way that we keep angels with us. Because devotion opens the channels. Our devotion goes to God and the angels. And therefore we've opened a highway to our God. And the angels travel down that highway back to our hearts. You can give this prayer as a mantra many times a day, as a means of sustaining your tie to God. As you meditate on the God of love, pronouncing these 4 lines, you can actually go into a spiritual ecstasy that comes from the releasing of the love in your heart, and it increases and increases. I would like to recommend this book to you that is called Heart. It was written down 1932 by Helena Roerich. It is the teaching of the Ascended Masters. It is all about the preciousness of your heart, the guarding of your heart, the stilling of the heart, and your heart as a center and as an opening to God. Very important as you advance on the path and you become sensitive to the jagged vibrations of the world, energies of war and anger and so forth. As these reverberate on your body, your soul, your chakras, and your heart, you come to the realization that it is necessary to understand the path of the heart, even as Jesus reveals to us his sacred heart, and Mary, his mother, reveals to us her immaculate heart. The guarding of the heart is the key to the attainment of higher levels of initiation. Archangel Chamuel and Charity are the facilitators of this veritable rapprochement of your soul with God through the medium of divine love. They teach you the path of wholeness, because only through the restoration of wholeness can you come to grips with your psychology. The soul is the part of you that went out from the presence of God through the exercise of free will. The term inner child that many of you have heard is another name for the soul. Your inner child needs to become one with an inner loving adult. And before that can happen, your inner adult must become loving. That's because your inner adult is formed and patterned after the model of your parents. If you had perfect parents, your inner adult would be perfect like them. But if you didn't, you will have to work at remolding your inner adult as well as your inner child according to the pattern of your higher self, your Holy Christ self, and your guardian angel. When your inner adult is made whole by your loving of your inner child and all whom you meet, then you merge with your Holy Christ self and your guardian angel. You are the only one who can save your soul or your inner child. How do you do it? You do it through the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Sacred Heart of your own Holy Christ self. You do it by loving that soul, that inner child, and delivering that child of the painful memories that have marred the soul from conception. I recommend these books for this important step in your soul growth. This is Your Inner Child of the Past by Hugh Missildine. Healing Your Aloneness by Erica Chopich and Margaret Paul. And then the latest book by Margaret Paul, which just came out, is Inner Bonding. It's written for those who have read Healing Your Aloneness and would like a step-by-step program of how to go through the process of inner bonding. Then there is the Inner Child Workbook by Catherine Taylor and Healing the Child Within by Charles Whitfield.
Ancient mysticism hidden for ages is brought to light again. The common truth in religions East and West is revealed, and progressive teachings for a modern era unfold. The Summit Lighthouse has been a beacon of spiritual truth to thousands worldwide since 1958. For your free gift and an introductory package from the Summit Lighthouse, please call 1-800-245-5445 or visit our website at summitlighthouse.org.